Hello, welcome to One's tutorial. In this video, you're gonna learn what Scrum is and how to do sprint planning, which is also part of the Scrum framework in One's. First, let's have a look at what Scrum is and why it's so popular. Scrum is one of the most popular Agile methodologies used by project managers among Lean, XP, Crystal, and Kanban to develop and deliver products and continuously ship values to customers. Scrum is popular because it provides a set of rules and procedures that are easy for teams to work with. Here's how Scrum works. The product owner collects requirements from different stakeholders. Then they'll create product backlog according to the feedback. During the sprint planning meeting, they'll plan the prioritized product backlog items into sprint backlog. Then, the development team starts working on sprints to deliver product increments. Delivering increments of valuable work in short cycles. And, after delivery, sprint review and sprint retrospective will be held, which marks the end of the current sprint. There are a few key elements in the Scrum framework. They include 3 roles that take part in 3 artifacts and 5 events, and practice 5 values. Let's have a look at them one by one. First, 3 roles. A Scrum team consists of a product owner, a Scrum master, and a development team. Product owner is the one who makes sure that the team is creating the most valuable product they can create. They are responsible for identifying requirements, prioritizing backlog items, defining acceptance criteria, and deciding product release content and date. Second, Scrum Master. Scrum Masters use their knowledge of Scrum to help the team work as effectively as they can be. They need to facilitate teamwork, coach teams on Scrum process and values, clear obstacles to productivity for the team, and give the team the right guidance. The third role is the development team. Accountable for delivery, they are cross-functional, including dev, QA, business analyst, and other necessary roles for development. They are self-organizing. They don't rely on others to make decisions. They are small-sized. Usually there are 5 to 9 members in a development team. 3 artifacts: product backlog, sprint backlog, and increment. Product backlog is a list of what is needed to improve the product. It's maintained by product owner, who's responsible for adding, deleting, and prioritizing items. User story is one of the best practices. Each requirement should specify its values. Sprint backlog is a list of work in the developer's plan for the sprint after discussion, analysis, and calculation. It's pulled from the product backlog during the sprint planning session. It's the team who defines the definition of done, DOD. The third artifact is increment. It's the sum of all product backlog items completed during a sprint. It's additive to all prior increments. An increment must be: first, workable. In order to prove value, the increment must be useful for customers. Second, verified. A demo will take place to showcase the latest stable version of a product at the end of a sprint. Third, it must meet the criteria of DoD. Next, let's have a look at the 5 events. The first one is sprint. It contains all of the other Scrum events, with a cycle of 2 to 4 weeks. No extension will happen, and it's time-boxed within 15 minutes. The second event is sprint planning. This is an event dedicated to the planning out of work and goal during the sprint. During the meeting, the team will identify sprint goal and what backlog item will contribute to that goal, and clarify requirements that are not clear. The input is the product backlog. The output will be the sprint backlog. The third event is daily Scrum. This event is to update progress toward the sprint goal and increase transparency across the team. In this event, team members answer the following questions: what I've done yesterday, what's the plan today, any impediments, whether it affects the progress. It's capped within 15 minutes. Not in-depth discussion. Takes place same time and place every working day. Fourth, sprint review. An event held at the end of the sprint to review what was accomplished. All team members and stakeholders will attend this event. It'll be kept at 2 to 4 hours. Product owner don't have to accept the delivery. Fifth, sprint retrospective, where the Scrum team get together to talk about how the sprint went and identify helpful changes to improve their effectiveness in the future. It's held after the sprint review. It will be between 2 to 4 hours when the whole team attends. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the 5 values of Scrum. First, openness. This ensures that information flows across the team to boost work efficiency. Scrum encourages information sharing so that all team members have the right information to work more efficiently. Second, courage. The Scrum team should have the courage to make commitment and achieve it. Third, respect. Respect each and every team member regardless of their background and project experience. Fourth, focus. Focus the heart and energy to accomplish the work. Fifth, commitment. The Scrum team is motivated by the commitment, not just the plan, to finish the project. To sum up, Scrum is a framework that helps teams deliver the most valuable products in the shortest time scope. Teams can adopt the methodology according to their reality and choose the methods that fit the team best. We've introduced the key elements in adopting Scrum. Next, I'm going to show you how to use ones to plan your sprints in the sprint planning meeting. In the following session, we'll have a look at how to do sprint planning with ones. Assuming that we are in a sprint planning meeting, the team should identify, number 1, sprint goal. For example, make more money, complete the top 3 priorities, develop a system good enough to be released, or add a basic backstage system support. Number 2, sprint cycle. This helps make sure that the team works in a steady pace and the time estimates are more accurate. The team can specify the 2 things when creating a sprint in ones. Let's go to the sprint component in ones. Click Create Sprint on your left-hand side. You can fill in information like sprint name, for example, transaction verification, and sprint goal, like finish the transaction steps. The sprint duration, from 1 to 4 weeks. If the duration is too short, the time left for development may not be enough. If it's too long, it will be no different from a waterfall project. So, the suggestion is to keep it within 2 weeks. You can also create other fields in this form. Go to Sprint Settings, Sprint Field, click Create a new sprint field, and customize the field based on the name, type, and value. Then go back to the main page. You'll see a Required button here. Select it, and it will be the necessary option when filling in the sprint form. Another thing to specify before we plan items into sprints is team velocity. This can be decided through the number of items, time spent in total, and story points. When you understand the number of story points, requirements completed, and overall time spent, you can take on the info and plan your next sprint with a better understanding of how the team works. When you have a clear idea of team velocity, you can estimate the number of product backlog items to be planned into the next sprint. In this step, the vague requirements should be clarified and the definition of done should be decided. Now, let's plan issues into sprints. Go to Unplanned Issues under Sprint. Sort the issues by priority. Then what we've got is a product backlog list. PO can go through each user story for the team, clarify the definition, values, DoD, etc. And then team members can estimate the story points and the time estimated to finish the task. Select the issues and you'll see on the top bar how many are the estimated hours and the hours left. Select enough issues to match the team velocity, and they are ready to be planned into sprints. After the sprint planning, it's time to do the task assignment. Here, we'll walk you through 3 steps: split requirements into tasks, assign tasks to team members, and estimate time spent and log. First, go to a requirement under the sprint. Click Link to create a linked issue. Select the link type, like task divided from requirement, type in the title, select the assignee, and the split work is complete. You can also use the Scrum board to do the split work. Click the plus icon to create a subtask under each requirement. Choose the link type, name, and assignee, and it's complete. After all the requirements are split into subtasks, the next thing is to estimate working hours. Go to each task to put in the hours and go back to the board. You can see the time remaining here. The burn down chart also helps visualize the progress. This is the end of a sprint planning meeting. The Scrum Master will keep the meeting on track. If the sprint is a 2-week cycle, I suggest the meeting be kept within 2 hours. Thanks for watching this video. If any questions, reach out to us at support@ones.com.